Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today it's going to be a MidRank Madness sent to Snipermonkey at the email address in the description. It was titled MidRank Madness, and it's a Platinum or Diamond level replay that someone was proud of. So, if you want me to cast your replay for MidRank Madness, send it to Snipermonkey, again, in the email address in the description. He said he only got 5 replays for the last 2 weeks. So, if you want me to cast your replay, it's a pretty good time for you to send one in. Top right-hand corner on Oxide, we have a red Protoss player. It is SwayyLee. And in the bottom left, it is Alchemy playing Terran. He's blue with the Brood War skin on his command center. No skins visible yet here for SwayyLee, but that's fine. Quick APM check on these players, 85 starting off here from SwayyLee, about 50 from Alchemy. Again, it's not necessarily about spamming APM at this stage of the game at all, honestly. So if you don't have crazy high APM to start a match, don't worry about it. Just make sure your builds are on time and methodical, and you're getting them down when you want to be. You're not getting supply blocked. You're constantly making probes and pylons or SCVs and supply depots, and you'll have a much better time. Probe scouting, which is a fantastic idea if you're Protoss. Honestly, if you're Terran or Zerg at this level, do it as well. Scout, man. Get out there. Do like a 16 scout or something like that. You don't have to scout right away, but like a 16 scout gets there to the point that you know what your opponent is up to. You can recognize if there's a barracks missing, if there's a pylon missing, if there's a hatchery missing. If it's a very fast pool, you have time to respond back home before the Lings show up and try to kill you. So, yeah, just do it, man. Worker scout. See what's up. Oh, wait a second. Did Alchemy just go engineering bay first? Ah. He's command center. Planetary fortress rushing. Alchemy, you madman. Which this probe sees, by the way. Is that? Yeah, he's got 2 probes out scouting. I love it. I love that. He gets over there. He sees the NG bay and says, something's happening here. I mean, the problem here for SwayyLee is he didn't kill the SCV building this command center. I would highly, highly recommend doing that as long as you're here. And he was right here, and then he decided to give up. But now what you really need to do, get a stalker out or a zealot or something out real fast. Make sure this command center cannot land anywhere inside your base. Just make it so it can't land. Follow it around, stay under it, because a floating command center is no good to a Terran at all. Especially one that's not trying to planetary fortress rush you. Yes, planetary fortress rush him. Get him now. No, you don't. No, make sure he can't land. Ugh. No, I don't. SwayyLee doesn't know. All right, educational moment here for everyone. If someone is floating your command center in your base at 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes, get something under it so it can't land. Oh, I just realized that when they gave the Brood War skins to these buildings, they had to come up with a whole new animation for turning it into a planetary. That's a lot of work, man. Well, let's see if it'll finish. I think it will. It's 2 stalkers, an adept, and a bunch of probes. It's not enough. He should have pulled more probes, obviously. And here we go. It's going to finish. It's on fire. But, oh my gosh. The probes are dying. 11, 12 kills. It's 11 to 28 workers, and yes, you killed the planetary. Alchemy is effectively on 2 bases. He's got 30 workers. SwayyLee just lost 12 of his probes in the first 3 minutes and is in a horrifically terrible position. Now, I love this out of SwayyLee. At this point, if you've taken that much damage, yeah, you 100% need to move out here and try to kill your opponent or do a ton of damage at the very least, because you just took a lot. You have an army. Basically, too many resources were spent on the command center upgrading to a planetary and the second command center itself for there to be much army back home for Alchemy. So Alchemy has a Marine. He is in a lot of trouble on this counter. And is this just a win for SwayyLee? I mean, that was a pretty successful planetary fortress rush. Not game winning, but successful. And now this is... Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't... I guess SCVs are going to have to show up here and actually try to keep this supply depot alive by sacrificing their little bodies. Oh, you upgraded this one to a planetary. Hold on. No. Just get through the... That was a good game right there. SwayyLee keeps killing those SCVs, gets up into this high ground, and wins the game. That's it. We're done. But instead, he gets scared away by the one planetary that can't hit stuff up here. Can hit stuff down here. Not up here. Just focus the SCVs, get the supply depot taken care of, and get out. I'm pretty sure he could have. He could have. But instead... Instead... He's just now expanding. Instead, he has only 15 workers. He's down 15 to 32. And that that got started real fast. Holy triple starport Batman. What is happening here with Alchemy? Apparently, he's going 3 starport on 2 base. Sure. Por qué no? I always like to say it. He's getting a Ghost Academy. Por qué no? I think we have this figured out. By that I mean I don't know what's going on here. Is it battle cruisers? Is he just going 2 base, 3 port battle cruiser with 4 gas and ghosts? That's too much gas. How much gas are you planning to have here? Well, 4 refineries worth, obviously. Is that enough to support continuous production of 3 battle cruisers and ghosts? I don't know that it is. I've played Terran before. I've played Terran, and when I play Terran, I like to rush battle cruisers just because it's fun. And I think you can do the 3 battle cruisers as long as you're not spending gas on a ton of other stuff. But I guess you can spend it on upgrades. So it's either upgrades or ghosts, I guess. Oh, Banshees. What? Who goes Banshee against Protoss? They get a shield battery in their mineral line and they're fine. Well, although I guess if there's more than 1 Banshee, they do start to one-shot probes, even if there's a battery there. He's getting okay. It's personal cloaking for the ghosts, and it is Banshee cloaking for the Banshees. Is he just going mass invisible units here? He's like, you know what? I'm so far ahead. I am so far ahead, and he is. I mean, he's up again, 48 to 27 workers. His army supply is bigger. He's got way more income in general, obviously, and he's just like, I'm gonna mess around. I'm gonna try some stuff that normally I wouldn't attempt on ladder. And here it is, cloaked ghosts and cloaked banshees. There's a tank back home in case there's a counterattack of some kind. The planetary helps with that too. I'm kind of surprised I don't have any detection. I mean, I guess we have an orbital command with 100 energy, so that's a couple scans in case it is DTs. But that doesn't seem to be the concern. And we're going nukes, because of course we are. Why would we not go nukes? Alright, so Hallucinated Phoenix sees the Banshees move out. Comes in here and says, who on Earth makes 3 starports against Protoss? Who is the madman? Oh, the supply block. The supply block is real for Alchemy here too. That's not good. Ghost getting rid of that. Hallucinated Phoenix. Observer hanging around. Where did our Banshees go? Here they are. For some reason. Might as well get Hyperflight Rotor if you're making this many Banshees. Honestly, the speed upgrade is good. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. So the 4 Banshees are moving in. Is there any kind of defense in the main base for the Protoss? No. He's working on that, but not currently. He's going to take down this pylon pretty easily. But this whole Stalker Sentry thing is pretty scary for Banshees to deal with. They have detection. There is an observer here, so the cloak's not going to help them all that much. So the Banshees need to probably not go in here would be my recommendation, but apparently we're going in here, guys. There's the cloak, but you know what there is, again, observers. So, I mean, it's nice that you're cloaked, but it's really not helping. Ugh. 2 Banshees die pretty quickly. Can you blink down? Oh, no, you have to go all the way around, just like a Zerg. Oh, no. Oh, there's your blink. There's your blink down. Okay, so, I mean, you killed some more probes. Enough probes to make this worth it? What, 3 and 3? 20 probes have died so far? Oh, 62 to 29 workers. It is more than double the worker count. Alchemy's taking a 3rd base now. He's going for Liberators. And he's got a 4th base under construction. So yeah, Alchemy might just be outclassing SwayyLee here today. That is a super rad ghost skin. What is this? Their guns are like tall as they are. Oh, yeah. Easily. Easily. Fourth base from SwayyLee coming, or third base, rather, from SwayyLee coming in. A much more traditional composition. Goodbye, Ghost. Had to let him scream. Give him some time there. So Enhanced Shockwave getting researched. Fusion Core on the way. Are we going? We're just Sky Terraning it up here, I see. I mean, if you have enough Sky Terran, you can definitely beat Protoss. Holy no. No, he cannot possibly. He sees it. Okay, he sees it. Cancel. Cancel the nuke. Oh boy, we're not canceling the nuke. Ow! A bunch of SCVs die. Some damage does get taken from the command center there. Yeah, the Banshees, again, Stalker's anti-air is some of the best anti-air in the world. So, you're fine. If Banshees show up and you have Stalkers, especially with Observer, you're good to go. So we're into triple battle cruiser. That's what I thought we were doing to start this thing off. We weren't, but, you know, got there in the end. Okay, so there's a pylon over here, maybe to warp in units, but the planetary the natural is kind of like a big baller move here. Although there's technically no detection. So again, DTs might be an issue, but how much energy are we floating over here? Oh, just max energy floating here. Okay. Reasonable stuff. Planetary fortressing up all of his bases. It's 119 to 80 total supply. Again, the income difference here, it's 3 arrows pointing down on gas and 3 arrows pointing down on minerals there for Alchemy. So Alchemy is doing great. He's doing all sorts of shenanigans. Where did his Liberators go? They're here in defensive positions, I guess. The Ghosts are present. They've got Enhanced Shockwave going on. SwayyLee, again, more traditionally working on stuff like Stalkers, Adepts, Sentries. He doesn't have any splash damage at all, which would be a problem for most PvTs, except that Alchemy is not going bio. So, you know, in this situation where it's battle cruisers and Banshees and no Marines to speak of, I kind of feel like this is fine. Like, Mass Stalker alone really should kind of be the answer here. But, you know, I'm fine with mixing in Immortals, I guess. Wow, this Liberator just wandered right into the main base, didn't she? Yeah, I mean, destroying the economy of the Protoss has never been more fun. 28 probes have died. It's 73 to 29 workers. It just keeps getting worse. Every time I look at that number, it just makes me sadder. So technically, we're kind of going bio here. This Marauder literally can't get out because pathing is dumb. Go through here. Oh, wait. Can you not? If you can't fit through here, maybe he is stuck. Hey! I don't know if you're trying to defend against, like, Zealot run-bys or something, but your Marauder can't get out of here. Look at the animation on the Banshee hover right here. There's 3 separate propellers going. Isn't that kind of crazy? I think it's kind of crazy. They're denying this 4th base attempt pretty effectively, and then everybody dies. Nuke on the 3rd base, of which there are exactly 2 probes mining. And now there are 0. The Nexus kind of just like shakes it off. You know, still has 500 shields and all of its health rolling. No big deal. No biggie. Everything's fine. We are making Marines, though. If we're having some kind of splash damage, would be nice when the Marine count starts getting that heavy. And so far, no. I mean, this is SwayyLee being on 2 bases at this stage is just traumatic. Army supply is not bad. 76 off of 2 bases when he's only got 27 probes is fine. Oh boy, but this is... Is nuking the same? Really? I mean, again, we talked about how much the Nexus doesn't care about... Oh, this cannot possibly work. Okay, this does not possibly work. Guess who just jumped over here, though? That's right! Battlecruiser operational! Just randomly firing on whatever. Not really target firing anything at all. I guess, sure, the Cybernetics core is not bad. He's Yamatoing individual Stalkers here. But again, Stalkers really good range, good damage, and they do bonus versus armored stuff. So they're really good against things like Broodlords, or, you know, carriers, or, you know, battle cruisers. So the battle cruisers are heading home. SwayyLee, though, I mean, at 19 probes, has just taken so much damage to his soul. Can't be happy about this at all. Battle cruiser does go down, mind you. And here's that Marine army I was talking about. Alright, just look at the... Oh. Look at the Stalkers melting to these Marines. In a direct, straight-up confrontation, it's not good for the Stalkers. It never has been. Also, Immortals, no. So, yeah, I love this. Without any splash damage to handle the ground units here for SwayyLee, he's just... He brought Immortals to a Marine fight and a Battle Cruiser fight. Immortals are bad against everything here. It is really strange for there to be any kind of a battle where Immortals are just bad. But these ones were. Army supply 111 to 14. SwayyLee never got that third base rolling. There's a Warp Prism moving out. I don't know what that's for exactly, but the third base goes to... Oh my gosh, how many probes? That's your good game. Alchemy is your winner in 16 minutes and 14 seconds. And that is 48 probes killed in 16 minutes. I don't know the math on that. But resources lost overall, 11,000 to 7,000. Total units lost, 93 to 46. This hurts my soul. All of this hurts my soul. So, yep, good win there by Alchemy. I mean, what it really started with was, unfortunately, the Protoss player losing all of those early workers. And then coming back from that was just going to be probably too much. Probably too much to ask for. That planetary fortress rush just did too much damage. I still feel like SwayyLee had a bit of a window here. Right? You kill all the SCVs. Like, you recognize earlier that you need to kill the SCVs, right? So you kill the SCVs, you burn down the supply depot, you're running rampant inside the main base. All the production for Alchemy was up here. You know, going after SCVs, picking off supply depots, picking off production structures. When individual units are popping out, they're getting murdered. I love it. And even if there's maybe a little bit of mining going down here, it still hurts Alchemy immensely. And even if you don't win outright, you do enough damage to where you expand behind it, and then you're in a better position. So that's the lesson that we're learning here today. And sometimes we see this a lot. We really, we really do see this a lot, you know, is these little windows, especially in the lower level games where it's just like, I don't know how this is going to work out. Do I take the risk? And if you do, you can win. And if you don't, then, you know, you're probably going to lose. So sometimes being aggressive is better. Sometimes it's not. We just have to recognize what's going on. That is one of the hard things about StarCraft. So yeah, Alchemy doing fun stuff, right? Cloaked Ghosts, Cloaked Banshees, Battle Cruisers, Liberators, a couple planetary fortresses, and then 17 Marines, right? Just a ton of Marines to finish this thing off. Ended up having 31 plus 17 is 48. Couple nukes. None of them really did a ton of damage, but they were fun anyway. All right, great job by Alchemy getting the win, and that right there is going to be it from me. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a mid-rank madness. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is